Guys, did you know that you are sus? Also, I forgot about the microphone. Ow, ow. Got my finger stuck between here and squished it. Ugh. Guys, so you're probably wondering, because you read the title, there is? And yes, there is. So I have a 3D, not a new 3DS XL, just a 3DS XL. And if I open it. Uh-oh. Thing is, it's not an emulator. Someone went ahead and recreated Super Mario 64 because it would run a lot worse if it was an emulator, because I've already tried. It sucks. Do not use a Nintendo 64 emulator. If you have a newer one, a new Nintendo 3DS, it's a lot better, but as you can see, and they even did a widescreen hack for it, they're not stretching it. So I am going to show you how to get it. So if you do not have... Actually, you know what? I will just change the camera position because I want to. Okay, so if you don't have FBI or file something, I will put a link in the description. It won't be my video, it'll be someone else's, but... Oh. Screenception. So, what you're gonna do is you're gonna want to open this once you installed it, and also you're gonna need an SD card. It depends what 3DS you have. So if you have... I think the first ones have just a slot here, but the newer ones you have to unscrew the two screws at the back and open it up, and it'll be like right in the center here. So what you're gonna want to do is open your 3DS, go into this. Also, you see 32 stars. I did a BLJ. Yeah, it was pretty cool. Okay, so now you're in, and you'll see on the bottom screen, what you're going to want to scroll to is remote install. So basically that, then scan QR code, and I will put an image up on the screen now. Okay, now what you're going to want to do, scan QR code, and then it's going to show the DS or 3DS camera. And so what that's going to do, you're going to go up to your screen, hold it for a while. It may take a minute. It's better when you have like more lights around and it's brighter on where your screen is. I figured because if it's dark and your screen is dark so the camera can see it better, for some reason the software can't see it better. So you're going to want to have it like that. Then it'll, on the bottom screen, say, oh, it's installing. So I can actually show you guys right now. If we switch over to my PC real quick. Okay, so now we're here. So basically I'm going to put, this one is the Render 96, which is basically, you will need a newer 3DS if you want to run this one, but I will send an image. This version here, actually, the alternate version that has no custom models, which is basically normal Super Mario 64, except you can use the 3D slider. So if you want, you can scan that now. And then I will also leave a link for the... where's the normal one? This is the normal one that will run best on old 3DSs too. So I already put that up on the screen for you guys to download. But I'm going to, since I already have the 3D and the 2D version, I'm going to do the Render 96 version. So you have the QR code up on the screen. And then what you're going to want to do is... Wait. Okay, wait, no. Okay. So it'll say waiting for QR code. You're gonna put your 3DS up to the... there. Then it should say the URL, and it'll ask if you want to install. So you are going to click, if my camera would not be crooked, install from scanned QR code, and you're gonna click A on the thing, or you can use the touchscreen. So then basically what it'll do is just install the CIA, which is a kind of like a Wii channel, or well, whatever menu thing. So then when that's done installing, so now it'll say install finished, any button, okay. and then you can click B to return, and then start to exit, which will actually close the app. Then what it'll say here on screen, wait a minute, there, new software has been added to the home menu. Literally just click it, unwrap it, and now you got Super Mario 64 Render 96. So I will show you guys a little playthrough if I can. Okay, so it only really works for new 3DSs. Like, it doesn't lag. It works for old ones, but it kind of lags a little. If you don't care about lag, then it's good. And the 3D slider will work, so Super Mario 64 with the 3D slider. So the first one I put on the screen will be the 2D version, which, if you can hear, let me put it up.
It's me, Mario.
So there was no chime, but the one with the chime at the beginning is the one that's 3D. So if you hear a ding and then it's a me Mario, then that's the 3D one. Okay, so now we're gonna do the new one we just got. We're gonna open it. Oh my gosh, it's me! And now it'll open. Now this one isn't a very good demonstration because it's kind of laggy. But as you can see, it's in widescreen. These buttons kind of weirdly flash, but here. If you do 400 anti-aliasing off, you can see, well, you guys can't see, but the camera kind of knows that because it's weird, it looks weird. That means the 3D's on. So you can press start. And now you got the files that you have. So if you play the regular version, and you have like, say, 12 stars on the first file, when you go to the 3D version, it'll actually use the same save file. So you can keep playing, except on the 3D one. So I'm gonna actually show you how it runs. Yeah, that's how it opens. There is no, like, camera controls on the touchscreen for this one, though. So here is the camera controls. See, as you can see, the hand is there, and you can click start. And you can see it's running perfectly smooth. So that's pretty cool. So then we can Mario A, and now we're here. So this trigger right here at the back is for crouching. A is A, B is B. These buttons don't do anything. The other trigger is to change from Lakitu camera to Mario camera, and then camera controls, and then movement. So that's pretty much all you need for this game, because of course it doesn't use the D-pad. But as you can see, it's not running with an emulator right now, it's actually just the game. So you're in the castle. At some points it can be a little frame droppy, but that is if you have an old 3DS, as I've already mentioned. So I saw that a few YouTube videos, they didn't really tell you how to install it, they were just showing off the gameplay, and I was like, dude. And so I figured out how to install it with the QR codes, which is pretty helpful. And so I thought maybe I'll make a video on it, and so I did. So let's just go into Bam Battlefield, if I can. Okay. So now we are into the painting. And so when it's in 3D, the stars will actually be popping out of the screen a little bit, which is pretty cool. Unless you have a 2DS, of course. But regular 2DS will run the same as the regular 3DS, which is basically what this is. But if you have the new 2DS or the new 3DS, then it'll run a lot better. So the audio sometimes can sound a little choppy, but that's because the game's running too slow, but if you don't really care about lag, like I don't really care that much, then it's pretty good. You can... Right now there is no lag though. If you render in too much, then there will be a lot of lag. Well, not a lot. It'll feel a tiny slower, but not enough to make it unplayable. At some points it can though, so you're just gonna have to power through those. So if we can just, I don't know, get to the cannon maybe? Uh-oh. So you can get a Nintendo 64 emulator, which if you guys would like a video on that, I can make it. So you can play any Nintendo 64 game, although it will be pretty laggy unless you have a new 3DS. So if you have an old one, just don't even try it. It's not gonna be pretty. It's gonna be so laggy, you're gonna cry. This is just a lot better. And then I can also show you the Render 96 port, which has an updated model of Mario. So I'm going to show you guys that now. Definitely not clicking the pause button. Okay, so now this is a lot laggier, as you can see, and also this is also camera controls, although if you tap the screen anywhere, it'll come up with some settings. So anti-aliasing, which actually it upgrades the visuals, but if you have an old one, it's probably good to turn it off and turn it to 400 pixels. And this one also works with 3D, as you can see. So if we just click start, as you can see, the models are actually updated too to stretch, like this one here. And so now we got the new model of Mario, although as you can see, it is a bit slower. Kind of where it's unplayable because it's really annoying. But like the other one is Super Mario 64, except without the new models, and actually runs a lot better, which I already showed you all the QR codes. I don't know if I showed you the Render 96 one. I can show you it right now, so just scan that if you want this one, if you have a new 3DS. And then we are going to look at the 3D version and see how that performs. So I will see you then. Okay, so it opens nice, and yeah, this usually whenever the music starts playing, it gets a little laggy with the audio and a little slow, but that's usually how it is with this Mario Face demo. But you click start, it's all fine and dandy, basically like the 2D one, except this one, of course, you can put in 3D. It runs nice. It's running like it should. You go in, and look, you can see I have my 32 stars still, so it's my same save file, but 3D, baby. Of course, you can't see it on camera, but if I were to look at it, it looks pretty good. The 3D is really good in this, but we're gonna have it off. Or actually, wait, no, we're gonna have it on and see the performance. Yeah, it'll look a little weird to you guys, but... and to me, because I'm not at the right angle, but... I can try to get the right angle, or not. Okay, let's just go into painting. So you can hear it is a little slower, which kind of sucks. But that's only now. If you're, yeah, like now it's working perfectly fine. It's just once in a while it'll like, yeah, like that. Although I wouldn't, that was pretty unplayable, but it's only once in a while, so if you just want to see 3D and you don't care about 3D, then just use the 2D one. But if you want to see 3D, of course, use this one. And the 3D is on right now, as you can see. There's like two Marios right now. Yeah, but if you did enjoy the video, be sure to like and subscribe. And I will see you in the next one. Later, hot potatoes. But no, why are you doing this? Wait, I just want to show Mario. Whee!